Hey everyone, so today I'm here with my 5-week bump date. So obviously I am pregnant. If you haven't seen my live testing video, I will have it linked below. It just shows me going through a whole bunch of different pregnancy tests to finally get to now telling me that I am pregnant. So yes, I found out I was pregnant on October 16th. And that day I went and told my mom and dad, and the next day we told Kyle's dad. So no one else knows as of right now, but I guess by the time this video is up, all of my family should know, as well as my friends. So I am 5 weeks as of yesterday, so I finished my week 5, and today is starting my week 6. So this is how I'm going to update you each week, is the day after I finish my week. Week 5, my baby was the size of an apple seed, and it's just tiny, tiny, tiny. And this is an actual apple seed, it's a grapefruit seed. So it just looks like that. So there it is there. As you can see, it's pretty tiny. The baby is shaped like a tadpole this week. This week is very significant, well, because I found out I was pregnant, but also the baby's heart cells are starting to contract and beat, which is pretty exciting to think that I do actually have a baby in there and the heart is beating now. That's pretty exciting. Some of my symptoms this week are I've been peeing a lot more. My appetite has kind of gone up. I feel like snacking all the time. I've been getting the chills a lot more, which I don't know if it's just the damp weather or if it has to do with my pregnancy, but I have been getting the chills a lot more. And the reason why I noticed that is because I was at my parents' a couple days ago and my mom wasn't cold and I felt freezing. So that's why I think it has something to do with my pregnancy symptoms. So yes, I've been getting the chills. The next thing, which I've been feeling for quite a while now, I would say 1 or 2 weeks, is I'm so tired. I've been sleeping in a lot later than normally. Normally, I get up with my alarm to feed Michaela. Lately, Kyle's been getting up with her and I stay in bed till like 11, which is not normal for me. As well, my breasts have been a little bit more tender than normal. They're not to the point of where they're sore all the time yet, but if I do touch them against something, or then you can feel the sensitivity that's there. I'm not going to show my stomach this week. I am very self-conscious about my stomach. Last time I was pregnant, my start weight was 170 and I went all the way up to 235. So I gained 65 pounds with my last pregnancy. My total gain weight from the last time before I was pregnant to now, I gained 20 pounds. So instead of being 170 as my start weight, 190 is my start weight. I know it sounds like a lot, but I don't think I'm overweight or obese. It's just that I've gained weight because of my last pregnancy with Michaela, and I never just lost the baby weight. Yeah, I'm not going to show my stomach this week. Maybe in the upcoming weeks I will, when I start showing a little bit more. I'm hoping I won't gain as much this time around. I'm hoping to reach, I don't know, like 220-ish, so 30 pounds, which I know is still a lot, but it would be half of what I gained the last time. So I would say that's a pretty good goal. I'm gonna try and eat healthy this time around, because last time I didn't realize I was pregnant till later on in my pregnancy. So I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. At that point, I actually didn't even care because I just thought I could eat whatever I wanted and it would just be baby weight, but that wasn't the case. I'm hoping to only gain roughly 30 pounds this week, or not this week, this time, and we'll go from there. So I've been taking multivitamins since the day after I got my IUD taken out, which was like September 6th. And if you haven't seen my trying to conceive video, which I talk a little bit more about my IUD in that video, I'll have it linked below as well. Go check that out. So I have 3 must-have apps for the beginning of pregnancy. I've been using these apps pretty much every single day. I just think they're great to have, that you can just look at them whenever you'd like and jot down things that you need to. So the first one is baby names. I'm sure this is pretty easy to understand. It's just baby names basically. So I just keep a little grouping of my pregnancy apps. I have 4 of them so far, and the baby names one looks like this right there, and you just click on it and it looks like that, and it takes a little bit to load, but then it gives you a whole bunch of baby names, and you can input your last name and save your favorites, and it'll attach your last name to it. And then you can also add a middle name so that you can see the full name. So it just says down here, popular, ideas, A to Z, origins, search, twin names, last names, and then your favorites. So I love this app. You can sit here for hours and look at this. They just are non-stop names, and it makes it so difficult to actually choose a name because you're seeing so many, but at least you have the choice to see all those different names. The next app is an app that I use weekly. It's called Sprout Pregnancy App, and it looks like this one here, and it says my baby, the doc says, organizers, tools, and more. So it just basically shows you week to week what your baby is looking like. So week 1 is your baby's not even conceived yet, and so on. So right now I am on week 5, and then you get to click on these little dots on the picture, and it just says little things about your baby that week. So the growing embryo is still only about the size of an apple seed and is shaped like a small tadpole. So that's what I'm going to be using to tell you guys how big my baby is that week, and so on and so forth. Now, if you click down here, the doc says, it just gives you some information about your pregnancy and basically preparing yourself for your pregnancy. I love this app, and I'm definitely going to be using it all throughout my pregnancy until I give birth. The next app is Woman Log Pregnancy, and the icon is this one right here. And you just click on it, and that's your loading screen, and it's your personal calendar, and it tells you, you get to input your information, and it will tell you when your conception date was the most likely, and it then tells you each week what week you're on. As you can see, today is the 19th of October, and I'm just starting my 6th week, and here was yesterday, week 5. So if you click on today, it brings you to this screen. Now, as you can see, it just gives you a little blurb about your baby this week. You can add notes to this section. You can add your weight, your waist. You can click on symptoms, and you can check off which symptoms you've been experiencing. So that's how I'm keeping track of my symptoms, and it also gives you the severity of it. So you can click 1 dot, or you can click 3 dots, so it shows you severity. And then also, if you purchase the Pro app of this, you receive your fetal movements, your contractions, mood, and doctor's appointments options as well. And I'm not going to purchase this until later on, when I want the fetal movements or the contractions I guess, app part. But I have loved this app. I log on to this every night before I go to bed to put in my symptoms for that day, and every week I insert my weight. So I haven't really gained anything since my start weight, but at least I will be able to tell you guys each week how much I've gained. So those are my 3 top apps for right now. I think they're great to have. They're just something extra, so you don't really have to write things down and have papers all over the place. That's awesome. It's all in one spot. You can see it all together. So I think that's pretty much all for my 5-week bump date. I can't tell you how excited me and Kyle are. We're just so happy that we got pregnant so soon and we didn't have to wait another month. So we're super excited, and we hope that you'll come along for the journey with us. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then like this and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.